Hi besties, hi cuties, it's Prissy.cuteness here. Welcome to this video. I'm going to take through my time after work. Yeah, so let's go. Right now I've just come back from work and it's 5:30 p.m. of course. And get ready with me for the evening, what we do throughout the evening as we're preparing for tomorrow. Yeah, so right now I've just reached in this lovely place of mine. Yeah, ta-da! So first and foremost, I'll place my bag down. Yeah, I'll just put it on the chair. It has everything that I will use tomorrow. And the first thing we are going to do is prepare some meal that we shall have for dinner. Yep. We are going to prepare vinyewa, those that are Ugandans, or peanuts for those that are not Ugandans. Peanut paste, pretty much. I don't know what it's called in English. Yeah, right now I'm in my kitchen. Yeah. My sink is over there. That's my little kitchen. Okay. So we shall get out our vinyewa from the fridge. And this is how it looks like. So without getting off our uniform, because first we have to prepare this because it gets ready in a really long time. So as it will be boiling and stuff, that's when we shall remove the uniform, wash it, take a shower. Pretty much. That's it. Yeah, let's go. So that is our munyewa. That is our munyewa. And I think we're going to need our stick to hold the phone. By the way, you guys, when you come back from work, don't forget to pray. Yeah, don't forget to pray to the Lord. He has given you a beautiful day, healthy. Yeah, be thankful, be grateful. So I think let's first remove this uniform, and we can be free to vlog without being restricted about anything, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, as you can see right now, I've already changed, and this is my signature shirt. If you see anyone wearing this, just know it's me. Just say, hey Prissy. Okay, so let's put our phone on this thing. Yeah, and let's prepare vinyewa. I'm going to prepare it in the quickest way possible. should probably put it here. In the quickest way possible. So, wish I had gloves. We're going to get this master here. We shall get this master here. Break off some of it. That I think shall be enough. It's quite hard because it's cold. I think this will be enough. We don't want to prepare a lot that we shall not finish because it is not supposed to stay longer than 3 days while it's cooked. Yeah. So we shall close the rest of it. And put it back in the chiller. So for those of you that don't know about this, these are groundnuts from Uganda. Basically, pretty much you can call them peanuts, but these are like reddish or pinkish. And what they do to make this paste, they roast the peanuts properly. So when like they are kind of ready, they get to grind them to make this kind of paste. And for those of you that know this, it's ebinyege, but this kind is like cooked, like properly cooked, so that even if you don't have enough time to like cook for a long time, at least you can have it without complications. Yeah. So I've just washed my hands because I had touched it, and we have to separate it, because remember it's a very big solid. So this is how it will look like, and then we shall light. We shall warm it up on low heat. Very low heat. Since it has been in the fridge, it will get warm a little bit and it will become softer. Meanwhile, we get to prepare our hot water. This hot water will help it to get mixed, and then we shall get our stew that is boiled and organic. very organic, because you don't add any oil when you're preparing it. You're just having proteins from the ground, pretty much vegetarian. But I think I will put in some fish to give it a flavor, since my appetite is not good. Honestly, I would rather have a McDonald's burger than cooking. But since we have some time, let's just make a homemade dish. Alright? So we shall put hot water, sorry. So I love taking shortcuts, and this is my personal recipe. So I have some silverfish from Uganda. Our local name is called mukene, and Ugandans here, please don't judge me kubanga sinzera amanyi nnyo fumba, but I'm trying. So we are going to do a hack. We shall get our mukene. But we don't get too much because we just need the flavor. I wish I had grounded mukene, like mukene obusere, right? Like the powder one mukene. That would have been much helpful. So, ebinyoba byaffe nga biri kufumba. As our nuts are getting ready, we shall get this mukene. This is fine mukene, it doesn't need to be washed. I think so. Yeah. What I'm doing right now is taking off the heads. Taking off the heads. So our paste has got more softer and a bit oily, and when you put in water at this time, it's just going to melt down in the paste. Okay, it's just going to melt down. So we shall put in a little water. And mix it up. Let me bring my camera closer so you can see how it's all going. So we are going to stir until all these particles or solids are all done. We are doing it on low heat because it tends to get burnt down if you put a lot of heat. So as you can just see, because we've already warmed the other solid thing, it's just like melting through the water. Look at that. Look at that. So you can add in water a little bit. As you simmer, as you stir it, and at this point the fish you already put in is already smelling so good. And you keep mixing. Until all the particles are done. You see that? You see that? It's already a paste. It's already a paste. Era ekinyobwa kyaffe kimaze okusaanuuka bulungi. Kimaze okusaanuuka bulungi. So we shall add in some more water. Because remember, it's not yet ready. We shall keep adding water until how you want it to be. Some people really want it to be thick and others don't want it thick. And remember, the more you boil it, the thicker it becomes. So you must put in enough water. You must put in enough water that by the time it boils, you really have the texture that you really want, like the thickness that you really want. Yeah, so this is what we have right now. This is my onion, and we shall slice. So chop in onions. And we shall leave a little bit because when it gets ready, I want to get the scent of fresh onions. So I will kind of half cook them because when I'm about to remove, I will still put more onions. So at this point, I will put in salt. And voila, I'm done. I'm done. And so all I have to do right now is to leave this to boil on its own on low heat while I do my other stuff. While I do my other stuff, yeah, since I came back hungry, I will have a salad. I will have a salad because we are hungry. Girl child is very hungry. And I'll bring my chair. So you see that? So that's the process. And girl, oh girl, as we wait, we can chat a bit while we have our salad. This is nice. So you could just have any kind of salad you have at home. Just leaves. You can put in olive oil, lemon, salt and pepper. It's good for digestion. So you could just put in the comments and let me know what you would like to see on this channel. Pretty much this is what I go through. Sometimes when I come from work and I feel like I would like to make myself a meal, a homemade meal, because most of the time I get to order food. This is so tasty. So in the meantime, I will try to clean my room, dust around a little bit so we can have a clean space to sleep in. And mind you, we have a lot of time between today and tomorrow. So with that being said, let's clean. So right now we're done with cleaning and let's check on our sauce. So this is what it looks like. I think it's ready, very ready. See that? It gets oily when it's ready. That's how you know. My cue, I did not add any oil. And it's now thick, like we need it to be. So we shall add in our last batch of onions. Ta-da! So at this point, we shall turn off the fire and then we can do whatever we want. We can either have our food first before we go to shower, or we can decide to first shower and then have our food. In this case, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I will first have food. Yeah, such that when I go to shower, I can do the brushing and get done. So this is our situation going on, and see how thick it is. So we shall scoop and put on our rice. So So this is how our plate looks like. Let's sit and dig in. So we take some paste. That is really nice. I think this is a quick meal that you could have in a really, really short time. So you guys, end of September is here, and let me know, especially salary earners that don't get money every other time, like how our friends in the other industry that are doing their own businesses that get a daily income handle their incomes. So if you're a salary earner, what do you do first? The moment you get your salary, do you first save? Do you first spend it before you save? Like you first clear all your expenses and then the remaining money will go in the savings, or you first remove your savings and then the rest you can use for expenses. Because remember, once you first use your money to pay for expenses, the savings may be less. And there are some of us who make goals, ultimate goals, like I must have saved such and such an amount of money in such and such a period of time, maybe for traveling, maybe for buying something special, celebrating a loved one, etc, etc. So do you first keep your savings or first you spend? Because in my opinion, I think you make a budget, and normally you like have a budget on how much you should spend and how much you save. So you first like deduct the money for the expenses that really matter. Let's say your needs, because there's a difference between needs and wants. And then after that, you can take off your savings, whatever amount of money you had set to save, and then you do that. And then the rest of the money you can use for these other ones that you may need to fulfill. So let me know, because I think if first you save before you spend on what you need, you may end up saving and then not having some of the stuff that you would need throughout the time until you get your next salary, because that's what basically you depend on. And how do you guys deal with over budget? Because that is really tricky. Most salary earners, especially those that have credit cards, they can spend more than they earn. In that, the moment that money drops onto your bank account, they first chop, and then you will have to borrow again, and then the cycle repeats itself. So how do you guys deal with that? Maybe someone will take your advice of whatever you said, whatever you text, you never know. desserts. So at this point, I'm already done. I've made my bed and it's ready for entering. I'm ready with my cute little outfit for bed. Okay. Yeah. And this is our bedside lamp, y'all. Turn it on. Turn off the lights. Hello. Let's go to bed. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Mwah.